This video was sponsored by Card Kingdom. You can visit their store by using my referral link in the description below. Ooh, well, we got an easy first pick. It's a good way to start. Ebon Death Draco Lich is really good. One of the bigger bombs in the set. It can just come back all game long. Its requirement to come back is a very low bar to have to clear to get it back into play. So it's pretty great. Hits hard in the air. So if we didn't have the big bomb, Legendary Dragon, where would we go here? Well, I think probably Precipitous Drop. It's been quite good. There's enough small creatures in this format that even the base level of it would be a good card. But the fact that it has that huge upside of, -5/-5 is great. But yeah, we just take Ebon Death here. Easy pick. Alright, so this is interesting. We've got Asmodeus as our second pick. I'm still kind of feel, especially in this format, which seems to be on the faster side, I feel like he's probably not ideal in Limited. I don't think he's, bad by any stretch. It's just that there's very real downside to not actually drawing cards the normal way anymore, and there's also very real downside to having to pay mana to get those cards into your hand. Obviously, if you can pull it all off and the game's going slow and you have a bunch of life, it's great, but that's a lot of ifs. So I think what we're looking at here more is Grim Bounty and Kalain. Kalain's great. The black-red treasure deck seems to be one of the better ones. We've been stomped by it a lot. We've done well with it ourselves. Grim Bounty is premium removal. That also makes a treasure. I kind of think I'm leaning towards Grim Bounty a little. I think I could see taking Kalain here for sure, but we're going to go with the Bounty. It's just, kills everything and is fixing, which, not a combination you see super often. Okay, so Intrepid Outlander is a nice 2-drop. It's a pack tactics creature, but it's one that involves venturing. Hama is another pretty good 2-colored signpost. You have to venture a lot to really take advantage of her, but she's pretty sweet. We've also got Owlbear and Delver's Torch. And Faraday's Fireball, for that matter. Another removal spell. And not one that's, amazing. It's not, in the same tier as Grim Bounty, but it is fine. I think we're mostly looking at Owlbear and Intrepid Outlander. And as important as 2-drops seem to be in this format, I think that's where I'm going to go here. So, what do we got here? Well, we've got Circle of Dreams Druid. Pretty hard to make it work if you're not, mono green. Probably just grab Ray of Enfeeblement. It's a great removal spell. It's pretty good. You'd play it almost all the time, even if it didn't have the white clause that makes it insane. And it does. So we'll be taking the Ray here. Planar Ally's nice, but I think we want Ray more. Okay, so what do we got here? So nothing great. The one black card isn't particularly good. Herd Gorger is a nice thing to have at the top of your curve, especially, if you can Grim Bounty on turn 4 and play Herd Gorger on turn 5. It's a pretty awesome sequence. Boulette does get larger and all that. What's the best card in this deck? In this pack, rather? Probably the Paladin, and it's not, amazing at all. I think we'll take a Herd Gorger. I like having these, this format is pretty fast, but if you can get a Herd Gorger down, it does do a pretty good job of helping you stabilize in the mid-game against these more aggressive decks in the format. Okay, so we're sort of seeing things get cut on us a little bit here in terms of, black and green. Fate's Reversal's okay. It's a little less good in this format than I think it would be in most because of the speed, but it's probably where we're going to go. Charmed Sleep is probably the best card in this pack. I guess I could go there. We're not really locked in on anything at this point. But I do like Fate's Reversal a reasonable amount, so I think I will take it here. It's not as good as Charmed Reversal, in a vacuum, but it's pretty good overall, I think. Yeah, I don't love Herald of Hadar. This pack in general, Compelled Duel isn't really a thing I want to play. And these red cards, none of them are that great. They're all okay. We could just take, the aggressive 2-drop you know, I think that's probably where I'm going to go. Contact Other Plane is fine, but, you know, this format seems to really be about 2-drops and aggro and less about, like, pure synergy than most formats we've seen lately. Okay, I may grab this Hoarding Ogre here. I like Air Cult Elemental. Do I like it more than Hoarding Ogre? Maybe. It's another one of these cards that can help you stabilize since it subtracts from the opponent's board while adding to yours. But yeah, I guess I'll take the Elemental in the end here. Okay, so Underdark Basilisk is nice. Can trade with anything, which is obviously important. Another 2-drop, something else important in this format. Dwarfhold Champion's an okay 2-drop to have 2, but obviously we're a little deeper in green. We're not a lot deeper, but we are deeper. You find a Cursed Idol is a nice thing to have around, but I think we take the Basilisk here. So let's see. Thank you for the gift sub, Steve Meyer. Really appreciate it. This Prowler has been a little better than I expected, but it still hasn't been especially good. That said, you know, it's green. I think it's probably what we'll take over Ranger's Hawk, which the Hawk is fine, but, you know, I think... Ooh, another... That's a pretty late Underdark Basilisk. I mean, they're not amazing, obviously. I'm not, like, really, you know, robbing the bank or something, but it's a perfectly playable 2-drop, and to get it that late is pretty good. So, this is tempting. Like, if we could go mono green, I think I'll grab the rare here. Find the Path has just not been very good. Like, we've built decks where we could abuse the heck out of it, like untapping it and all kinds of stuff, and it still hasn't felt great. Grab the Dryad there. It's fine. So I think in the end, yeah. So what are we looking at here? Some cards. So Green Dragon's nice. It's definitely so far feels to be the weakest of this cycle, just because all the other ones like do something no matter what when you play them, and this one doesn't necessarily, you know. And it's okay, but we do kind of need removal. We have 2 Death Touchers, so Spoils of the Hunt goes up in value a little bit. I do like Eye of Vecna a reasonable amount, but I don't think I like it more than Spoils of the Hunt at this point. I would love some Knoll Hunters. You know, that's a great 2-drop to have around, but Spoils of the Hunt's going to be good in our deck. So... Okay, you know, Goblin Morningstar is quite good. So is Den of the Bugbear. It's probably the 2 best cards in this pack. I do like Shambling Ghast okay, though. Gives us a little guy to play early. Can give us some treasure if that's what we need, etc. So, I think that's what we do. We're not interested in dungeons enough to be taking Dungeon Crawler. I think we probably want Owlbear, another Basilisk. Probably the Owlbear. We'd already have 2 Basilisks and, like, one of them wheeled. So, maybe we'll just get it back anyway and go to town. Okay, so Targnar is pretty cool, but, you know, I think our black is good enough that we want to do what we can not to give it up. You know, you do have Ebb and Death after all. So I think we probably just grab another Owlbear here. It's a nice card. You can only have so many because it costs 5, but a big creature that replaces itself is quite nice. Okay, so probably just grab another Ghast. So right now, we're definitely capable of splashing just because we're picking up, you know, that'll be our 3rd treasure card. Plus, if we venture enough, that's also some fixing. But yeah, we definitely grab the Ghast here. I've been a pretty big fan of that card overall. You know, you need to play things early, and it is a decent enough thing to play early. So, I guess I may take Find the Path here. I don't love it. Kind of doubt it makes the cut. Fighter class is cool. Not really where we are, though. Yeah, I'll grab Find the Path. I mean, I could take Trelasara, but it's probably a little bit too late, so... Man, so we could have had 2 Kalanes, huh? Kind of feels like that's where we should have gone. Red's been, like, reasonably open the whole time. 2 Kalanes would have been cool. We could still consider it. I mean, she's not the best thing to splash ever. The other card to take is Inspiring Bard, which I think is fine, but Kalane does have a way higher ceiling. I think I'll take her. She's not the best thing to splash, like I said, but we are still only in pack 2. Something crazy. It doesn't even have to be something that crazy, but something could happen where we end up deciding we want to play Kalane. But you know. So Fangblade and Horde Robber and Fate's Reversal and, you know, all these cards are okay. I think I'm interested in the Fangblade. It gives us another Death Toucher with our fight cards and stuff. Alright, so this Null Hunter Wield, which I think is a really good sign. Green Dragon is, again, not great. You know, especially as the format has proven to be kind of fast. Like, all of these dragons have gone down, but I think it's gone down the most. Since it doesn't really do anything to help you stabilize if you're the slower deck. And it's kind of a problem. So, these things are all okay. I don't even know if any of them will make the cut. I think I'm going to take a Boulette. But, ooh, let's say, we got all the Basilisks we'll ever want. I do like the Skeletons okay, but I think we just grab another Basilisk here. You know, we might be interested in this trick if we're looking aggressive enough. I think I'm going to grab it, because I doubt I'm going to play any more of those 2 green cards. Ooh, so see, if we'd gone black-red, we could have gotten this Meteor Swarm. Okay. Well, there are some uninspiring cards in this pack for us. You know, pack one, pick one. It's an easy Meteor Swarm or even a Blue Dragon. You know, even if the format is fast, this is another one of these. As long as you have a card that, you know, if you're slow and behind early, you play it and it gets you back ahead, that's kind of okay. And Blue Dragon can do that, unlike the green one. So I think we're basically looking at the Bard or the Vampire Spawn. Yeah, neither are very exciting. I think I like the Bard a little more here. Yeah, let's go with the Bard here. Ooh, okay. Well, we got Reaper's Talisman, which has been some serious business in the format. You know, one of the better uncommons in the set. I do like Death Priest of Mirkul and Zombie Ogre and these other things a considerable amount, but Reaper's Talisman is just way better than any of them. So that's definitely what we take there. Ooh. Well, not ooh, really. I was thinking this was the Ranger class, which would have been really exciting. This is okay, but not really what it looks like our deck wants to do. Do we want another Shambling Ghast? It's going to be kind of a bummer if we don't splash something with all this treasure. I do like the Ghast, though. I think it is what we grab over Horde Robber. There's Old Gnawbone. Might take it. I mean, probably will. It's a little slow, but we do have a bunch of treasure. So, yeah, I think we go with Gnawbone here. We'll be able to play it early-ish often enough that I think we're interested in the big creature. It's the least exciting of these legendary dragons, but we do have 2 of them in one deck, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so this isn't a very good 2-drop. I mean, it loses its relevance quickly. You Happen on a Glade is okay. Might just be what we take. I don't love it. I mean, especially because we're still not really splashing anything. We don't really have a reason to. If I was, I think You Happen on a Glade would be a little more interesting, but I guess it's still more interesting than the Herbalist when we have a bunch of better 2-drops already, and it just wouldn't make the cut. I don't think this will either, but maybe we'll pick up some weird card that really makes us want to splash late. I mean, it could happen. Cradle's pretty good. That blue-black deck overall does seem like it's been kind of a bummer, but it is a deck. I don't think we want the Longbow. Don't think we really want the Ogre either. I think maybe we just want the Skeletons. Yeah. Skeletons it is. So we don't have any artifact hate right now, and You Find a Cursed Idol does do that. And I think you generally want to have... Ideally, you have something that blows up enchantments too, but I think taking the first of this over Inspiring Bard is probably a good call. So there's another green dragon. I don't really think we're interested. I mean, I think Hill Giant Herdegorger is just better, and obviously so is Old Gnawbone. So we're just going to grab the Longbow. Kind of doubt we play it, but could happen, I guess. Both of these are okay. I think probably Manticore is a little more up our alley. All right, we'll grab this 2-drop. Hi, Arthur. I like the set so far. it seems to be, you know, kind of a nice palette cleanser after the very synergy-heavy sets we've had lately. Yeah, I don't think we're going to end up splashing anything, which is kind of sad, but we do have a couple big things to ramp into. Maybe I should have taken Green Dragon in a world where I have this much treasure, but, you know, I'm not that excited about it. Yeah, I mean, Green Dragon definitely can be good, but it's really only good if you can already attack. You know, it's not a very good card if you're behind. And if you're a deck playing a 6-drop like that, you're often going to be behind. So, yeah. So, we definitely don't need Neverwinter Dryad in this deck. Come back to the Ranger's Longbow, whether I want that. Probably don't need the Prowler in the end here. Definitely have too many 4s. I think we'll probably cut Boulette and Manticore. We could probably get away with 16 lands in this deck. I mean, we do have a 6 and a 7, but we also have a bunch of treasure. You know, a way to draw, you know, cantrip effect. So maybe we just cut a land here. I could see that being the plan. I also feel, I mean, it's some of it's been bad luck, some of it's confirmation bias, but it almost seems lately it's really felt like they like made the land smoother even better, and I've just been flooding out so much. Like, I haven't had, usually you have a mix of Mana Screw and flooding out, and it's, you know, I only have a sample size of 12 drafts or whatever, but it really feels that way. So I'm kind of tempted to go down to 16. Maybe in a world where old Gnawbone's in the deck, you shouldn't do it. But we also have 5, 6 ways to make treasure. So I think we can do it. Oh, that was the wrong. There we go. Yeah, I don't love the Manticore. That's why it got cut. I'd rather have all these other 4s than the Manticore for sure. So, all right. We're going to leave the Longbow in. I think we're kind of interested. It's reasonable enough equipment. We also don't have very many flyers, so, you know. I don't know if there's any data to actually back up the idea that they've made it so you get more lands more often in your opening hand and stuff like that, but it kind of feels that way to me. I think it's probably just confirmation bias and stuff like that, is my guess. Yeah. Alright, this is a good hand. You know, we're not going to be, like, incredible at Pack Tactics when we're running, like, Underdark Basilisk, but we'll be okay enough at it. You know, these are our only 2 cards with it. Oh, you do have another card with Reach, at least, for, you know, we have our bow, but... We ended up not getting as many fight spells as I would have liked with all our Death Touchers. So which 2-drop will we play? Well, given what they played, I don't really want to throw my Basilisk in front of that, but it is a huge problem once it gains First Strike, so it may not be the worst plan to do. Yeah. Just play it and offer up the trade. These 2s are just more useful for more things than the Basilisk is. Yeah, let's play the Basilisk. It's also like, you know, there's only so many tricks. Uh-oh. So they're both going to have First Strike next turn, and that is a problem for everything we have going on. We will play the slightly larger creature here. So we're not going to block, so I kind of feel like I may as well attack here. Because we're not blocking. I mean, which is bad news for us. I could double block, I guess, but probably don't need to do that. So this is the kind of aggro deck, by the way, like our opponent in red-white here. Like, you know, turn 2 Hobgoblin Captain, turn 3 Hobgoblin Captain is surprisingly challenging to deal with. I'm probably going to go ahead and kill one of them here with our Grim Bounty. I could just play 2 more 2-drops, which isn't the worst, but if I kill a Hobgoblin Captain, we don't have to worry about Pack Tactics this turn, most likely, you know, unless they play the Bugbear guy. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and kill one of these. I wish we could have done it with one of our cheaper removal spells, but, you know, you can only do so much, So yeah, if they play equipment here or a creature with haste, it's going to be rough. So let's hope they don't. Next turn we can play Owlbear, which I think should be helpful on this board. Yeah. That is what we do here, is play our Owlbear. Hey, removal's good. Yeah, 2-drops are very crucial in this format, it's true. That's sort of the thing we've learned over the last couple weekends, I think. Okay. We haven't seen any equipment yet, which is pretty lucky on our part, I think. I don't think anyone's attacking there. Ooh, another Owlbear. So, I think I'd probably play the other Owlbear here. And we can also then play another creature if we want to. Let's see what we draw. 3, 4, 5, 6. So we already have our 7 mana, so we could give up a treasure here just to throw out another body. That seems reasonable enough to me. I guess I could have attacked with Owlbear here, but we are kind of in defensive mode because of Hobgoblin Captain, but yeah, I'll play another Basilisk here. We do have Spoils of the Hunt ready to go at some point here. Is this board just filled with all commons? No, not quite. I wonder what trick they have, you know? There's some gross ones that I would prefer not to deal with. So we're gonna do that. And this. And that. And I think just let the rest happen. Let's hope they don't have, you know, the +2/+0 first strike and all that trick. That's not gonna be good for us if they do. That one's not quite as disastrous, so I can live with it. I mean, it's not good, but, you know, it could be worse, I guess is my point. Okay, so... yeah, we'll just play the Fingblade, too. We're both kind of running out of gas, even though we both played 2 cantrip creatures. And we're at less life, so I'm not loving how this looks, but we're not toast yet either. We do have 2 really bomby creatures still sitting in our deck, so that's helpful. Well, that's what we'll be killing with Spoils of the Hunt, I'd say. Okay. Well, maybe go ahead and block this while we can. Take the 2 here. It's a pretty good draw. So I think we go ahead and use Spoils here. And just get the White Dragon out of here. Then we're going to use the Reversal here. Probably get back an Owlbear, right? I mean, we can't play it this turn, but we have time. So I think we definitely want Owlbear there. And it's a question of which of these we want more. Probably just a Lost Mine. We're more likely... yeah, we're just not going to complete it. And Scry 1 is useful more immediately. We've seen so many equipment payoffs, but no equipment. I actually think I'm going to bottom this. Oh yeah, this can blow up enchantments too. I kind of forgot about that. That's good news. This is just, you know, you basically always want one of these in your green decks. Yeah, so we'll bottom that. Is there enough value to be had from an attack here that I just do it? Probably. Yeah, so we just make a goblin. Kind of a free attack against the 2-1, you know. Okay. So, I assume they're going to block our Fang Blade here. I think we want them to, honestly. So, yeah, just have that happen. Then we'll play the Owlbear we got back. And, yeah, let's go ahead and play Shambling Gas, too. So we still have our 2 big creatures in our deck, our 2 legendary dragons. We definitely want to find those. Ooh, good news. Good news for all. So, well, not for our opponent, but, you know what I mean. So, yeah, we'll stick this here on the token. And attack with both of these. Oh, actually, if I attack with both, I don't get the drain, right? Yeah. So we'll just attack with the token. We need to get our life total back up if we can help it. Okay. We'll use our mana this turn to suit up the gas, because we don't have anything else to do with our mana. So it's good we gained that life, because that was probably going to be a problem at some point. Okay. Yeah, so we'll swing in again. They can't really block the ghast without getting kind of wrecked, but they might do it, I guess. So just in case the ghast dies or whatever, I guess we'll stick this on Owlbear here. And, yeah. Yeah, we definitely should be able to win the long game, especially now that we got our life total above the very low spot it was in. So there's some equipment. We knew that it had to show up at some point. I don't imagine they're going to bother. So yeah, I think we go ahead and block here. Ooh. That could get pretty nasty for us. Yeah, so I think we'll put the talisman here. Okay. Yeah, I think that means we should do this. And we'll end our turn. Are we at the point yet where we should just attack with both? Probably not. I mean, the life gap we're creating just by attacking with the ghast has been plenty. So... yeah, Spear Dagger could have been. We have a lot of Death Touchers. You are not wrong. Still have our 2 dragons in our deck. Yeah. Alright. That didn't... you know, at the very beginning, I thought we were going to get run over, but we... getting the talisman really helped us. We really needed to gain some life, and we did, so... Yeah, the Talisman is really good. So is Brunor. So is Kalain. There's some good uncommons. Pretty good hand. You know, Gnawbone in our opener isn't, like, incredible, but... you know, at least we have him. This is the kind of start for our opponent where I wish we were more aggressive to, like, really punish them trying to get all wizard classy, but we can't really. So Fangblade plus Bard could be pretty nice. You know, almost whatever they play, we can push through. Yeah, that Battlecry Goblin, the 2-mana 2/2 guy, is also something of a problem, it's true. Okay, so let's play our Inspiring Bard here. We'll give the Fangblade +2/+0 and attack with it. So we definitely go through the mine. So we don't actually currently have double black, but if our gas dies, we do. So I think it's pretty easy to leave that one on top. We could also make a treasure when we venture next. So there's options. Ooh, this is a gross combo. Okay. They get to draw a card and venture every time they hit us. I don't think Wizard class is bad, but it's definitely worse than one would think because this format has turned out to be so fast. Alright, well maybe we'll just beat them down before all their advantage from hitting us with Soul Knife Spy matters. That'd be cool, right? So I think we make a treasure here because that lets us flash in our Ebon Death. So that's where we're going to go. And I think we're going to get to untap and kill them, but we'll see. Depends what they do with their turn. He does enter tapped, so we can't use him to stop this gross Saboteur trigger from happening. If they leave up mana, good. They didn't. Not enough, anyway. Well, that pretty much does it, I think, for us. We swing out here. Use Bull's Strength where we can. They have 1 blue mana, right? Yeah, so we will Bull's Strength here. Just in case something happens, we can get some value out of it. I think they're probably just dead, but, you know, if they killed or bounced Ebon Death and survived, we'd at least get to venture, so. Yeah, that was too slow of a start for them, even though we didn't have the most blistering start. We did have a bunch of creatures to put on the battlefield, and then Ebon Death, so. It's not easy to beat. We've had a lot of good starts in this format, so, you know, I don't want to get too far ahead of myself. We've had a lot of 3-0s turn into 4-3s. And some of them turn into 3-3s even, so. This is taking a while, huh? And, I think we can keep this. It's a little sketchy, but not crazily so, because we have 2 2s that we can already play. And if we draw a swamp, we'll just be in business, basically. Yeah, it's a keep. I mean, you know, going down to 6 cards is just such a problem. Tends to be such a problem. It just hurts your win percentage so much that anytime you can avoid having to do it, you know, if all you need is one thing for a hand to really go, which is what we're looking at, we just need a swamp, it's probably worth keeping it. That's annoying. Well, we're still in need of that swamp. So I'm not loving that. We do have an 8/8 mana base, which, you know, can have some problems. Okay, well, it's not a swamp, but now we just can draw any land and actually be able to do something on our turn. No reason to attack. Uh-oh. We're gonna need black mana to kill Krydle. Oh, we actually already are kind of in trouble. Krydle's nasty. Hey, black mana. What do I want to do here? The problem is I'm not going to get to block with these ghasts. So I'm not sure there's any reason for me to do so. I think maybe I just try to race them. Yeah. I don't think playing the ghasts is going to do anything for us, so we're just going to do this. And attack with our Outlander. If I knew I was going to get the treasure, I would definitely play the ghasts, but... yeah, overall, I haven't been that impressed with this deck, but it definitely can, you know... It definitely is a thing, especially if you get Krydles. Like, you know, he's pretty bonkers. Good all game long. I like the no attack there, I can tell you that much. Okay. Well, I think we're going to Fate's Reversal here. Get our Basilisk back. I wonder if they have Ebon Death and they're going to flash their Ebon Death in. That would be fun. Wouldn't that be fun? Okay, good. We have a Swamp on top. That's very good news. Play this Basilisk. End our turn. Okay. I think Krydle is probably our biggest problem. So I think I'm actually going to kill him and then sort of count on being able to block the Windseer later. Yeah. So we could go the Ebon Death route, but I don't think that's would go super well for us overall. I mean, it would put them on a quick clock. Maybe it is just worth it, huh? I mean, Ebon Death is serious damage in the sky. We can then untap next turn, kill something, and play a Ghast. Yeah. Let's do it. This could end badly, but I think it's what we want to do. Somebody's going to become unblockable, most likely. Oh, maybe not. Let's hope they don't have counter magic, huh? So we're going to take 3 here. Okay. Well, I feel like we're going to be in pretty good shape here. So we play Ebon Death. We attack with Ebon Death. Then we're going to Grim Bounty their flyer. Then I think we play another Basilisk, forcing them to make something unblockable, basically. They do have this ability, which could be a problem, but it's pretty slow. That's annoying. But not the end of the world. Shambling ghasts everywhere. Okay, well. Let's play those shambling ghasts. And end our turn. I guess if I left mana up, I could have blocked and then just replayed Ebon Death, and now I can't do that. But if that's the kind of race they want to have, I think we're okay with it. That's a good draw. We've drawn it at really good times, a couple times now. So yeah, we're going to attack with Ebon Death here. Should we attack with something else? I don't hate the idea of attacking with the Bard, but yeah, let's attack with both. So if they decide to block with like Herald of Hadar, I think we use Bull's Strength here. Oh, they could return it, but I'm going to give it Trample. So, if that's how they're blocking, I guess I just use Bull's Strength on Ebon Death, huh? It's probably our best option. Let's see how that goes. Might not go well. They have one card in their hand. Okay, well, if that's their plan, I'm not too broken up about it. And I think we just play Ghast. And we look to kill them this turn, maybe? Oh! Or Blue Dragon shows up. Puts a damper on things. Yeah, that's annoying. Okay, well. Let's play a creature. And end our turn. So they have completed the dungeon. That helps them with the race for sure. Okay, so I could blow up the Charmed Sleep. Probably going to be a little better than Venturing. Not markedly so, though, honestly. But okay. So we're going to attack with Yuan Ti Fangblade and Ebon Death. And that is all. I'm sure the Fangblade gets blocked. I'm sure Ebon Death gets blocked. The Fangblade does not get blocked. I think we probably want to go even wider. Yeah. And then we'll replay Ebon Death. Ebon Death is messed up, man. Like, let's hope they don't have a sweeper. You know, there's like only one in the set, really, and it would take a whole turn, so I think we'd be okay, but... You know. This is an instant. No, it's a sorcery. They do have this, which is not awesome for us. That can become a creature at some point. Okay, so they have 6 blockers. They have 1 card in their hand. They can't turn this into a creature. They have to take 5, you know, unless they bounce it or whatever. If I attack, I'm going to get to venture at least once. Yeah, I'll get to venture once. And maybe twice. I think we just swing out, right? Killing the Ghasts also results in some of their stuff dying. I mean, they have to block in a lot of ways. We can actually complete the dungeon if we use You Find a Cursed Idol, I guess. I think we swing out here. So, is there somewhere we really want to put the counter? I guess putting the counter on Ebon Death is pretty nice, because that means only 1 damage has to get through. Although that's also true if I use Dark Pool. Yeah, let's do Dark Pool instead. Because if they bounce Ebon Death here, we would lose all the value, so... yeah. Let's do that. Okay, I kind of forgot about that ability. Hopefully that doesn't end up beating us. It might. I kind of feel like they're not going to have enough left over to kill us, though. Could be wrong. Yeah, I mean, they have to give up. They have to give up a lot, so... I mean, we're even going to get to kill the Herald. So, -1/-1 to the Herald. -1/-1 to Krydle. Yeah, okay, so we can complete the dungeon here. It's probably worth doing, more so than anything else. Because, yeah, so we'll complete the dungeon. Well, we drew a land. Can they kill us? Well, maybe. They do have the big 7/7, 7, 8, 9, 11. I think they can get us down to 1 here. Yeah, they're gonna get us down to 1 if they have a trick or anything. Or 2. Oh, no, 1. It'll be 1. Because this guy hit us. That was a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be. But I think we got there. That Herald gaining them 2 life ended up being a big problem. Hi, hefty lefties. Ebon Death is amazing, obviously. Let's just keep getting Ebon Death. Okay, good hand. Ooh. You cost 2 to equip, right? So, I think we probably play the Ghast this turn, Basilisk next turn, then equip the Talisman on the turn. Play and equip the Talisman the turn after that. Ooh, so we can just... This is going to be really good against them. We don't do it yet. I think we just play our Basilisk here and in the turn. Yeah. There's their Basilisk. Okay, so... I could hold off a turn on the Talisman, add another body to the board here, and hold up Ray of Enfeeblement. That doesn't seem too bad. So... yeah, we're gonna pass. Okay. Do I fire off the Ray here to kill that Paladin? Yeah, I think we do. So now we could just kill the Basilisk. with Grim Bounty, but it's probably better to just play the Talisman here. And equip it to Shambling Ghast. They got a lot more cards left than we do, which is concerning. Ooh. Yeah, that's not good. That is not good. Are we in Grim Bounty territory? Because we need to kill them before Skeletal Swarming goes crazy. So, I think we are. And I think we just attack for the 4 here. Yeah, I need to get our Cursed Idol card, that's for sure. We have one card that can blow up Skeletal Swarming. Let's get it. Or just like Ebb and Death, that would work. Fly over all those skeletons. I have a ton of mana. Surely they're going to do something. Oh, they are. That's probably a good call. Minimus containment on that. Alright, so we play the Bard here, pump and attack with everything, and that should make my Knoll Hunter gain a counter. So we're going to put the +2/+2 here, because if they kill it, we can at least kill a skeleton. Yeah. So that's 3, 6, 8. Bull strength not quite enough to finish the job, but maybe it will be. On a future turn, now that they're at 6. So if they have a discard spell, it's going to be one that makes me discard 2 or whatever. Anyway, I think we play this because we know we have like Old Gnawbone, and if we draw him next turn and couldn't play him, I guess we would have been able to either way, but... Can we kill them? I mean, it's looking good. I'd say. Oh, that'll work. So... So they can kill him. That means they still take 5. So... I guess I'll go ahead and use Bull's Strength. Yeah, got there. Alright. You didn't need Ebb and Death that time. There's a couple times we haven't needed him, actually. We won another game without Ebb and Death, too. Yeah, I mean, this format, the thing I think I really learned over the first couple weekends of trying to draft, like, super synergistic decks that seemed really sweet, like, all focused on venturing or all focused on, you know, other things, treasure, whatever. This format, it has these synergistic things you can do, but a lot of them just aren't good enough. And you just need, like, cards that look good basically are, like, the good 2-drops, you know, you need to be a little fast and things like that. You need to play things early or die, is one of the things we learned. Alright, so we're going to play the Knoll Hunter, just on the off chance it actually gets to crack in. Our Ray of Enfeeblement will be souped up again. Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not good. I'm glad I can blow it up, though. I think that's what we're going to do. We could probably wait one more turn. No, we can't really. We can't really wait one more turn. So I think we offer up the Null Hunter. I don't love it, but, you know, okay. So that worked. And here we will destroy the Ranger class. We still get to leave up our raise, so we may even get to do something with our other mana. That would be cool. That may well be worth killing with our, you know, they're a green-white deck who's all about life gain, so it probably is worth killing. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and see you later. Because if they start getting life gain payoffs in play, it would have been a real disaster. Bard, Pump My Null Hunter isn't the greatest because it can just block, but I think it's probably still what we do. See you later, Null Hunter. I do still get a 3/3 in play, which is worth something. I guess maybe gain the life attack with Null Hunter might have just been a little better. Okay. Well, I think we just end our turn there. That's true. I guess the Ray could have killed Trelasara or whatever. I get a little paranoid anytime I see a green-white deck play that guy. Uh-oh. So they're going to be able to play that again in the near future. Next turn specifically, so that's a problem. We need to get like our Ebon Death if we're going to race that. Alright, so I think we go ahead and send in the Bard here. Then we play our Fang Blade. Yeah, so getting that back is not good. So they can get it to level 2 right away. Granted, we do have 2 Death Touchers in play, so it's not as big of a disaster as it could be. But... well, there's Ebon Death. I wonder why they didn't level it up. Do they think they can do it at instant speed? Okay. So... do I just swing out here? I have Bull's Strength. Kind of think I do. They do have 3 mana untapped, which makes Bull's Strength a lot scarier. But if we don't kill them quickly, Ranger class is going to take the game over. So maybe it's worth the risk. Yeah, we're going to do it. See what they got for us here. You block and you block. And you also block, huh? Alright, we're going to try to Bull's Strength on the Fang Blade. Should I, though? Yeah, I think I should. This probably isn't going to end well. But... it does not end well. Okay. So now they can attack for 3. We do have Ebon Death. We just need to find the mana for Ebon Death soon, or, you know. Hey! we have the mana now. The question is, though, I sort of feel like we're too late. But that probably still gives us our best shot. Like, if we flash an Ebon Death here, and then draw removal or something, like, that's kind of what we have to count on. So, that's the plan. We flash an Ebon Death here after taking another 5. We can block on the ground and stuff, which is useful, at least. Ranger class, man. Uh-oh. So, that's not good. Oof. Yeah, I mean, we're feeling the hurt here. Wonder why they oops. Do they think I could have blocked? Because, like, I couldn't have. Yeah, I mean, we can't attack. If we do, we're dead, because they just tapped down the other one. So, good game. Yeah, probably. Nice. Alright. They got us. Yeah, we were just, you know, getting back that Ranger class was backbreaking. Of course, you know, that's what we're putting other people through. It's like, you have to deal with our bomb, you know? You have to deal with our bomb, and even if you kill it, that's probably not enough. And that's kind of where our... Oh, that's cool. That's a new feature. Nice. Did not know this. So now, once you get into the point of drafting enough that you get gems, you can go after those rares. Okay, good hand. You know, we've got a fast start and removal. If our opponent stumbles a little, it's the kind of hand that can inflict some serious pain. I guess we do need one more power to start triggering the pack tactics on these guys. But yeah. Okay. I think we attack. We may get, you know, a free hit here. If we don't, then that's fine too. All right, so I mean, it doesn't matter which of these I play. If they don't make Krydle unblockable, I can block. And if they do make Krydle unblockable, it's not going to matter. So I think we play the Hunter there. Somebody's dying, I think. Maybe not. Alright, so we definitely kill Krydle here. Yeah, there's not really a reason to attack. Especially because they know I only have 1 mana. And this creature can block the spawn. So yeah, I think we just let it happen. The no attacks happen, that is. Okay. Well, we're gonna play the skeletons here. Try to. They may play bar the door. That may be why they left their mana up, but that's okay. Bar the gate, that is. Maybe I should have played like a 3 instead, because then I could have played something else in my second main phase. But yeah. Okay, there's old Gnawbone. Okay, so with a bunch of mana up, Intrepid Outlander's mostly a free attack, but they also have a bunch of mana up, which is not good news. So yeah, I think we just play... I'd rather the Basilisk get countered than the Fangblade at this point. Let's play the Basilisk, see what happens. Then it's a question of whether I want to play the Fangblade or hold on to my treasure. Because I'm only 2 away from Old Gnawbone. 2 is a lot, though, frankly. I mean, we're kind of only 1 away. Because we could get a treasure whenever we wanted. That said, if I do manage to get Pack Tactics online, I have a really good attack. Yeah, we're just going to do it. See if it gets barred like the other card did. It does. That hurts. I mean, I had a feeling both times, but I was hoping I was going to be wrong about one of them. Could have played around it more. Probably should have played around it more. We do still have Pack Tactics this turn, so that's cool. See what happens. You have 5 up to 6 mana now, so I'm sure they're gonna like do a thing. Looks like they're going beatdown. They do get to basically turn off Pack Tactics this turn if that's what they choose to do, and it probably is what they'll choose to do. Yeah. Okay. So, we're gonna swing. Oh yeah, I can block. I'm stupid. Reach is a thing. I did that so that I could bluff them, though. That was the real plan. Yeah. Thank you very much for the gift sub, Steve Meyer. I have a feeling they know I can block. And, they have a plan to deal with that fact. As carefully as our opponent has played so far, that's kind of where I'm leaning here. Could they be bluffing, or could they be wrong? Yes, those are both possibilities. I think we just let it through. I don't love it, but with the number of cards in their hand and the amount of mana they have, there's no way they didn't have some way to mess with us there. Okay. So, let's see what happens here. Sure they do... oh, Dragon Turtle. Yeah, that's annoying. That is annoying. There aren't a lot of tricks, but there's things like Manticore and things like that. But yeah, I don't know. I definitely need to draw a land here for our Herd Gorger. Or we're in trouble here. Well, that's not a land, but it is pretty useful on this board. So yeah, we put the pump here because that lets us turn on Pack Tactics. Okay, well, now it won't. So now, I think we just end the turn. We have a bunch of ground creatures to contend with, so... yeah, they have a pretty nice control deck, where they can just be reactive all game, and we didn't do nearly enough damage to them early. Alright, we did draw a land, which is good. Yeah. Don't think we attack here or anything like that. I think we just play Herd Gorger. Gets us back up to 13. Gives us something bigger than anything they have over there. which is great. They do have 2 flyers, but if we can draw another land, we could play Old Gnawbone, which would be nice. Yeah. Alright, so we are going to block now. We don't have as much to lose. Didn't feel like I was in a position where I'd be able to attack effectively. Now, you know, if they kill our Outlander, it's not a big deal. Okay. How good are the chances, do you think, that they have another removal spell or more counter magic? Unfortunately, I think they're quite good chances, but I don't really have a choice. Thank you, Steven. I'm guessing that means you like my history YouTube channel, too. So that's cool. So I don't think they have a thing that can get rid of our Old Gnawbone right away. But maybe they do. Well, they pretty much do. I mean, I get to play it again, but I'll be at 3. Well, actually, I won't be, because Intrepid Outlander. So I think they did miss that, like we did, that we could block. So we'd have a lot more life if we had just gone for it. If we had just gone for those blocks, we'd be at like 9-ish. Oh, yeah, okay. They pretty much have us now. We'll block. Yep, that'll do it. So we're trying, you know. I said I started out 3-0 a lot and had it turn into a 4-3. This time we started out 4-0. Hopefully we can keep it from turning into a 4-3, but we'll find out. We will find out. It is rough in that game. Like, I had a high opinion of our opponent in terms of those attacks. I guess maybe they had a low opinion of me, and fittingly, considering I missed I could block it the first time, but right, not the greatest hand in terms of early aggression, but, you know, we can slow them down early and hopefully get to the point where we can play a Herd Gorger. Okay. Drawing a 4-drop is good at this point. So they're a life gain deck, if you were wondering. I kind of like the idea of attacking with both Basilisks here. I could blow up that Potion of Healing, but it's just not worth it. Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that card is real good. Wandering Troubadour. Alright, so I think we swing with both again. So we definitely want to scry. Another forest is really good to draw here, so that's definitely staying. I was wondering whether I'd have to use You Find a Cursed Idol for the treasure, but Swing with both. Play the big boy. They should have just added a plummet effect to this. Okay, they're going all in on hurting me here. Oh no, they have a fight spell. That's nasty. I did not appreciate that. Well, thank you for the sub, Raleigh J. Rollin Jays. Yeah, I mean, that 4-3 is looking like a real possibility after a 4-0 start. We need to draw Ebon Death or something. Raven Feeblement's actually pretty good. Kind of think I may as well wait until their turn. I mean, they're going to have one more white mana than they have now. And as long as I do it before combat, I'll have more information, you know? So, yeah. They're going to cash in their life gain when they don't have any benefit to gain from it. Okay, so now they have 2 less mana. The thing is, if they have another trick or try to fight something or something like that, I could just get so much value. And I don't think we're giving up that much. You know, if they were completely tapped out, I'd probably go for it, but they just weren't. So, alright. Let's try this. We want to do it before they attack, because we don't want them to complete the dungeon. Ooh. So, I think, given that we have Old Gnawbone in our hand, we probably are going to use Steal Its Eyes here. I guess we'll see. They could have more removal in their hand for sure. So I could get the Goblin and a treasure, which is probably a little better than just, yeah. So let's do this. Make a Goblin. We do have Old Gnawbone coming down next turn, hopefully. Okay, that's not a huge deal, I don't think. What will be a huge deal is if they have, like, Minimus Containment in their hand. That'll be a huge deal. I should have played Old Gnawbone first, I guess, for the treasure, but I think trying to get them to use up something was worth it there. They're flooding out pretty hard. So, I mean, I think we just accept the fact that they're going to complete the dungeon and attack with all of these. I could also attack with the 1/1, but it won't accomplish anything. It'll just die, and they'll go to 1. Which is already, they're already going to go to 1, so. Okay, I mean, I'm ecstatic about that. Surely they have a thing. Okay, they do have a thing. So attacking with all 3 would have been a little better. They're in top deck mode. Let's hope they just draw a bunch of lands, right? Okay, well that's a good draw. We've drawn Bull's Strength at good points, like, several times in this game. And it's been pretty nice. Ah. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. I can still use it defensively. I could also just use it here to untap my creatures so they can't really attack me. Using it defensively is probably better. If I use it here, they go to 3 and I have an untapped creature and then they just won't attack me. So, yeah, I think we plan on using it defensively here. Because if they just don't attack me, I think we're in trouble. Yeah. Old Gnawbone finally did a thing. He did die, of course, but he got he 2-for-1 them in the end, so. All right, let's hope this works, huh? So, because of the chance that it could backfire, nah, I should do it on a Death Touch creature, just in case they have their own trick. So we're just gonna block. Oh, man. They're gaining all this life, like they're not getting any value out of it so far, but, you know, just doing it is a problem. When we're not capable of doing that much damage on our current board. They must have a life gain payoff. No? Okay. Yeah, not good. Where's the Terrask, you know? That's what we really need right about now. Yeah. Man. This is gonna be close. That's for sure. The life they've gained has really saved them. Alright, old Gnawbone got us there and averted our 4-0 from turning into a 4-3. Obviously, he wasn't on the table at the end of the game, but playing him is why we made it, so. Thank you for the sub, Nicodemus Bane. Okay, it's 5-2. You know, you get 2 Mythic Dragons, you should probably go at least 5-3, right? Although, when one of them's old Gnawbone, you know, he's definitely like a notch below the other 4. Unfortunately for him. Still really good, though, obviously. Good hand, good hand. We haven't seen this at all, weirdly. Oh. Well... You do not want to see that early. We do have one way to blow it up. So that's good. Reaper's Talisman plus Horde Robber is not so good, though. No, it isn't. I probably just play my Basilisk, because I'm just going to trade. So we just trade. Play our Knoll Hunter. Okay, so you're 3 to equip, right? Yeah. I think we just attack here. If we get them to block, we get to use Bull's Strength, which is great. We could still use it defensively if we really wanted to. I kind of doubt we do. Wow, I'm kind of surprised they blocked. Didn't really think that would happen. And we'll play our bow. Man, Reaper's Talisman is such a pain. Okay, that's going to be pretty good. If you can kill whatever they equip it to in response, tends to feel quite good. Unfortunately, this costs 3 to equip, so I can't equip and leave up spoils. There's all kinds of things, all kinds of interactions they can do that mess up my spoils, too. So it's probably just better to play Owlbear, unfortunately. Yeah, I think we just play Owlbear here. I guess attack with Knoll Hunter could have been okay there. It is hard to beat Reaper's Talisman when you're, Okay. Well... I guess equip Knoll Hunter attack with both of these is pretty reasonable. They can sack stuff and all that, but they have to give up things to make that make sense. And they need bodies for their Reaper's Talisman, so... I think we swing here. So they can sack the Ghast and give something minus 1/1, but I don't really think it'll matter enough. Be interesting if they kill our Ghast. They don't. Okay. Right, so let's play our Basilisk. That's not good. Not good at all. I can kill it, of course, but doesn't actually accomplish that much to kill it. I mean, it accomplishes something, but not enough. We probably wait till their turn to do it, so that we can get rid of make it so the tokens can't attack us right away. Yeah, so I think we just end the turn, leave up Spoils of the Hunt. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. It telegraphs we have something, but that might be okay. Okay, so is it actually better to kill this thing now? Probably. Yeah, so let's Spoils of the Hunt here. They do have 3 mana and 1 card. Let's hope it doesn't F us, because that would be bad. I didn't want to wait until the attack, mostly because I didn't want to lose 2 and have them gain 2, but there may be some merits to that. Okay, well, we're pretty okay with that being the turn, I think. Wait, why didn't they get... Oh, it makes the copy at the end step. Okay. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and block... Well, it's probably actually better to block with the Ghast. But I'd kind of like the treasure from the Ghast at some point, so yeah, we'll block with Underdark Basilisk. Okay. So let's play the Bard here. And I think we just pump Owlbear here and swing with Owlbear. Yeah, seems pretty good. I would like to block with my Ghast here and then slam old Gnawbone on the next turn. I mean, it's basically a must. You must have a removal spell. And it does so much damage, it can even beat out, this card, but I think we have to wait another turn, probably. Because I'd like to just keep killing the things they put this on. And I could do that with the gas, but I'd have to give up the treasure, and I'd have a little more information if I wait, so... The jelly is really good with that talisman, because, you know, they just keep getting bodies. Yeah, that's not great. Okay. Well, we Fate's Reversal here. Do we want a Bard? I mean, the size of the Bard is nice, but I think we just want Basilisks in this situation, because they can just block whatever it is they put that on. Yeah, and we'll scry 1. There's our talisman. It kind of feels too late, but maybe it's not. It's probably not. Let's play our Basilisk. And end our turn. I mean, a land on top would have been nice, but... Yeah, so here we're finally going to block with our Ghast. Get that treasure and play Old Gnawbone this next turn and hopefully be able to beat them. The Boulette is going to gain, you know, a counter and stuff, but we'll still have a Basilisk in play, which is good. So I could try to kill... God, is it better to kill the Ghoul too here than it is anything else? Maybe it is. It probably is. Yeah. Sorry, treasure. I think getting rid of this body is big. And we do still have our Reaper's Talisman, so that matters. So... I think we just suit up this Owlbear all the way. Well, I think I can live with that. Especially when we know we have Old Gnawbone in our hand. And now we have the mana for him. We're like, why didn't he equip it? This is why. All right. So our dragons, man, they've come up big. You know, Old Gnawbone's a lot slower, but he's shown up on boards where opponent's best they could do is 2 for 1 against him. So works for me. Glad you're liking the later streams, Special Executive. All right, so this will be our last game with this deck, one way or another. Whichever way it ends up going. So this is our first more than 4 wins in a while. Lots of 4-3s and 3-3s last weekend. Which, you know, doesn't tank your win percentage, but... it's not great for it either. It would be my first 7 win. Yeah, the very first day I streamed this format, I had a 6 win and a 5 win. And since then, I've sort of been muddling my way through trying to figure things out. And I think I kind of finally have. Weird hand. We're on the draw. I do think we can keep it. I mean, this can give us treasure in a pinch. And yeah, I mean, we're on the draw, so it's keepable. Well, we have Ebb and Death, which is good. Alright. So they could play something that has haste. I mean, give it haste with the boots, that is, but I'm not too alarmed by that possibility. Drawing green right there was good because it means we can both play a Basilisk this turn and Ebon Death next turn. So... yeah, that hurts. Guess we're gonna go for the treasure. Preventing a little bit of damage probably isn't worth it. Well, they're having a fast start, I'd say. I think we probably just take another hit here and play Ebon Death, and then play 2 Basilisks and start swinging away in the air. I think that's basically the plan. We could end up taking such a big hit here that we're in real trouble. And it does kind of look like that's what they're going for. Yeah, okay. You take 6 here. Alright, Ebon Death. Let's see if we can do this. We can actually play our Herd Gorger, which is definitely what we should do now. 3, 4, 5, yeah. So, swing. And Herd Gorger. So, 2 big boys. They could easily have a way to, like, make our creature unable to block or something. They could also just plan on swinging hard here because they can. They're going to go all in on the Bard, and then... oh, no, they're not. Interesting. Alright, so let's block the Valor Singer. Okay. We do lose our creature and go to 9, but it's not the most disastrous outcome. Shambling Ghast looks pretty decent on this board. Let's Fate's Reversal. Grab the Ghast. We're gonna Scry. I think I'm down with another Ghast, yeah. I mean, just being able to block and attack them in the air is kind of our whole plan, so... we're gonna attack with our Dracolith here. Play the Basilisk. And the Shambling Ghast. So they can stick that Rapier on the Javelineer. Or maybe they don't. Okay, so... I think we block like this. And then we kill the Javelineer. This is going to be good because we attack here again with the Dracolith, and then we play both another Basilisk and another Ghast. So... they have to draw something pretty awesome to not die, even with haste and stuff in play, so... we could decide to kill one of these creatures. Is that the safer bet? I don't think so. I think just throwing these bodies out there is the best bet. Yeah, we got there. Ebon Death plus Old Gnawbone will do that, I guess. Get you to the 7 wins. Not to mention we had the Talisman. We had lots of good 2-drops. Didn't we have 3 of the... we had 3 Death Touch guys and 3 of the Ghast, so that's pretty sweet.